down.
Did you see the game last night? Of course you did, because you used Instacart to do your grocery restock. Plus, you got snacks for the game, all without missing a single play. And that's on multitasking. So we're not saying that Instacart is a hack for game day, but it might be the ultimate play this football season. Enjoy $0 delivery fees on your first 3 orders. Service fees apply. For 3 orders in 14 days. Excludes restaurants. Instacart. We're here. You hired a new employee. Time to get to work, right? Not quite. First comes HR software for payroll and benefits. Then IT tools to manage devices and app access. And finance software for expenses. Oh, and none of these softwares work together. That's sad. Software as a disservice. Rippling lets you run HR, IT, and finance on one unified platform with automations that save time and connect your workflows. For a limited time, you can get 6 months of Rippling free when you sign up at rippling.com/podcast. That's RIPPLING.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
A PSA from Instacart. It's Sunday, 5 p.m. You had a non-stop weekend. You're running on empty. And so is your fridge. You're in the trenches of the Sunday scaries. You don't have it in you to go to the store, but this is your reminder. You don't have to. You can get everything you need delivered through Instacart so that you can get what you really need. More time to do whatever you want. Instacart. For one less Sunday scary, we're here.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. He'd also tell you that this podcast is his favorite podcast, too. Ah, really? Thanks, Capital One bank guy. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special feature, a special gift, a special look behind the paywall, if you will. It is Veterans Day or Remembrance Day, depending on where you are today. So there is no regular DTNS. Our long-standing policy is that we don't do shows on U.S. federal holidays. Whatever they call a federal holiday, we take it off. In addition, we take the Friday after the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday off as well. That's the one exception to just following what the federal government does. And we take off the week between Christmas and New Year's as well. Anyway, that's a long way of giving you our holiday policy that you didn't ask for, but it's why there's no regular DTNS today. But what I thought I would do instead is give those of you who don't already get it a chance to hear the Editor's Desk. The Editor's Desk is something we do on Patreon, where folks can write in and ask questions about how we do the show. When we do the show, we want to talk about the topics of the show. But sometimes people have questions about why do you do it this way? And how do you make these decisions? And what happens with this? And where did this person go? And why did you make that change? And so we use the Editor's Desk to talk about that. Sometimes it's not even in response to email. Sometimes it is just me saying, hey, this is what we're planning. This is what we're talking about. I'm going to do a little bit of that today. So I thought instead of a regular episode of DTNS, I was going to be publishing this Editor's Desk today anyway for the patrons. I just give it to everybody and see what you think. So for those of you who already get the Editor's Desk, here is the normal beginning.
And now, the Editor's Desk.
Thank you, Howard. We have 3 Editor's Desk emails to get to today, and wanted to update you on CES planning progress. We are going to be at CES, still trying to get the final confirmation on where we're going to be. We're usually in the Central Hall, but and it looks like that's probably where we're going to be, but they haven't actually said for sure, yep, this is where you're going to be, and whether they're moving us to a different room or something like that. But we're going to be there. It's going to be me, Amos, and Rob on the ground. Sarah and Roger back here in Los Angeles doing remote contributions to it. We're going to have a meetup. We need to schedule that. But if anybody is interested in coming to meet up with us at CES, we'll be figuring out a time and a place to do that. And we'll let you know once we've got that figured out. I bought mic flags So I have these blank mic flags that we're going to put DTNS stickers on, and that'll allow us to have some DTNS branding when we're out talking to people on the show floor and in the press conferences and stuff like that. So we're basically doing weekly progress. We're also working with KT Data's team this year. They're going to be doing their own coverage as always, but we're gonna work with them to try to come up with some good stuff to do collaboration wise as well. So there you go. That is the update on CES. Otherwise, planning the holidays. So we put up some new stuff in the store that has Len Peralta's holiday art, and I'll be sending out a little digital postcard to everybody through Patreon as well. But we have some greetings cards and hoodies and stuff. Len made some great art. We did it on live stream. We kind of brainstormed it. It's Tech Santa, basically, with a sleigh pulled by drones, delivering technology to all the good tech enthusiasts of the world. So we got that up there. We're planning our holiday episodes. So we'll have the finalized schedule out for you soon. But we'll be doing the prediction show. We'll be doing the predictions results show. We'll be doing the best of. Some folks have already been asking about a listener co-host show. We've got a little different spin on that we'll be doing this year. So we got to nail out some details, and then we'll tell you if you would like to participate in that, how you could do it. But those holiday shows generally fill in the gap between Christmas and New Year's, because during that time, there's just not a lot of news. So Daily Tech Headlines can kind of keep you up to date for whatever news does break, and then we'll hold everything else. We'll come back on January 2nd with a CES preview show, and then the next show will be the Monday, and we'll be doing live from CES. We'll be doing more DTNS live during that week than we do normally, because it's CES. We'll be going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday. We haven't yet decided on that. That's all being discussed. But there you go. That's the updates on what's happening with DTNS planning.
As a small business owner, you don't have the luxury of clocking out early. Your business is on your mind 24/7. So when you're hiring, you need a partner that works just as hard as you do. That hiring partner is LinkedIn Jobs. When you clock out, LinkedIn clocks in. LinkedIn makes it easy to post your job for free, share it with your network, and get qualified candidates that you can manage, all in one place. With LinkedIn's new tools, you can write great job descriptions and quickly get your post in front of the right people using deep candidate insights. You can either post your job for free or pay to promote it. Promoted jobs get 3 times more qualified applicants. At the end of the day, what matters most is the quality of your candidates. 72% of small businesses using LinkedIn say it helps them find high-quality hires. And you can boost your reach by adding a hashtag hiring frame to your profile picture to get twice as many qualified candidates. Find out why more than 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/DTNS. That's linkedin.com/DTNS. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey there, it's Ryan Seacrest for Safeway. As winter approaches, make sure you set aside some time for self-care. Now through December 2nd, get great savings on personal care essentials when you shop in-store or online. Buy 2 participating self-care items and save $3. Shop for items like Tresemme shampoo, Dove shampoo, Dove men's care body wash, Dove body wash, and Axe shower gel. And save $3 when you buy 2 or more items. Offer ends December 2nd. Restrictions apply. Offers may vary. Visit Safeway.com for more details.
Tonight's meal, tilapia surprise with boiled cabbage. Begin cooking steps 1 through 50 now.
Are you kidding me? Making dinner shouldn't feel like doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. With Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals, the hard part's already done. Pre-chopped ingredients, zero stress. Just assemble, bake, and enjoy. No complicated steps, no mountain of dishes. Try Assemble and Bake today. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states. You hired a new employee. Time to get to work, right? Not quite. First comes HR software for payroll and benefits. Then IT tools to manage devices and app access. And finance software for expenses. Oh, and none of these softwares work together. That's sad. Software as a disservice. Rippling lets you run HR, IT, and finance on one unified platform. with automations that save time and connect your workflows. For a limited time, you can get 6 months of Rippling free when you sign up at rippling.com/podcast. That's RIPPLING.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's get to the emails. Howard writes, "Thank you for sharing the interview from the Kilowatt Podcast with Jeremy Michalek. I liked having that in my feed, but I wanted to know if you have any specific criteria before sharing another podcast with the DTNS audience. I know that Bodie's part of the extended DTNS family, but are there other podcasts or people you have on a short list? Love the show, Howard." And the answer is no. We don't have a list of people we go out and try to get shows from. When we share a show like that, it's usually because someone asked us and we said yes. There have been plenty of people who've asked us that we've said no, by the way, because we don't know them or can't vouch for them. But occasionally someone will say, hey, it's called a feed drop. Can I do a feed drop where I put my episode in your feed? I think we did it for Molly when she launched her show. I know we've done it for Justin and Brian a couple of times. And Bodie, he was feeling bad, and he does not need to feel bad at all for not doing any interviews with me recently, although he's done plenty of interviews, and was kindly offering some shows that he's like, hey, if you want to run these on your weekend, that'd be great. He wasn't even thinking of it as a feed drop, to be honest. He was just saying, here's some good content, and the more people that hear it, the better. And I agreed. So we've got a couple others we might do as well. I don't want to just turn weekends into Kilowatt Podcast all the time, but they're great interviews. So if you want to hear them, go subscribe to the Kilowatt Podcast, because he's putting them out there, of course, as well. But yeah, with these kinds of things, I like to be sparing with them, and I like them to be very trusted sources, people that I know, probably people you know, but if you don't, someone that I can guarantee you're going to like. So I'm glad to hear, Howard, you're not the only one to say that they enjoyed that, and I'm glad to hear it. And that gives me the confidence to maybe do a couple more of those. sTim writes, so with Apple Podcasts implementing chapter markers, does that improve or lessen the chances that the rest of us will ever get them for DTNS and Cordkillers? Pretty please. It does nothing to the chances that we will do chapter markers manually. If anybody doesn't know what sTim is talking about, Apple has a way to automatically create chapter markers that you as a podcaster can opt out of. We are not going to opt out of that because I have no problem with chapter markers. So if you're listening on the Apple Podcast app, you'll get some automatically created chapter markers. We'll see how good they are. Hopefully they're pretty good. By the way, side note, I had a really good experience with Siri this morning when I asked it to do something and it did it. So, that shouldn't be news, but I was like, oh, look at that. It performed as expected, or as I would expect it to. Anyway, I don't see that changing my policy on chapter markers, which has been for weekly shows. I think we probably should do them. So maybe we should be doing them on DTNS Live, which would be a change, but that's a change because we went to weekly and we haven't really caught up with that ability yet. But for daily shows, we need to get them out as fast as possible. Every second that a news show is not published, that news gets stale. And most people listen to them later anyway. So you kind of need to get them out as fast as possible so that you can say like, hey, this was super fresh when we put it out. And doing chapter markers is something that has gotten faster over the years. So we've kind of teased around like, I don't know, maybe we should do it. But it's still something that takes time. And I know that the people who like them a lot and really benefit from them, but that is still a smaller percentage of the audience than the people who don't care whether they're there or not. And so up till now, I've been taking the stance of, I'd rather prioritize getting the show in your hands as fast as possible over taking the extra time to add chapter markers to it. So no. That's a long way of answering sTim's question of like, it doesn't change the chances. If there's another way to do automatic chapter markers for everybody, then that would change the chances, but that's not what we're dealing with. And the final question comes from Tim. I just wanted to take a minute to say how much I'm loving the new format. DTNS Briefing is great. And by briefing, he means Daily Tech News Show, which was kind of referred to as Briefing in the first part of this year, but is now just back to being called DTNS. It encapsulates everything I loved about pre-2025 DTNS. Holy cow, I just started to type buzz out loud instead of DTNS. I must really need my coffee this morning, or else I'm just really living in the past as I revisit various incarnations of the show in my mind. I even dip in on the other main feed shows that are a little more freeform. I love having this separation. I write because I want to express how much I love it, but hearing that the numbers were down a bit last month for my format of choice, I just wanted to express that love even more. I talked a little bit about numbers last time on Editor's Desk. The numbers were up for the one you like, Tim. It was the weekly show that the numbers were down a bit for. But good news, the one you like the most, or at least appear to like the most, is up. So that's good news. And that is the Editor's Desk. Thank you, everyone, for being patrons, for supporting the show at patreon.com/DTNS. Remember, if you have a question for the Editor's Desk, just make sure to mark that best in the subject line, but somewhere say like, hey, this one's for the Editor's Desk, and then send it along to feedback@dailytechnewsshow.com, and I will talk to you next time. That's a pretend ending, because I'm giving this to everybody. That's how I would end the Editor's Desk. Now I'm going to end it for everybody else who doesn't normally get the Editor's Desk. But just remind you, if you'd like to get this, just become a patron, patreon.com/DTNS. Have a good day off. And big thanks to all of those who went before us in remembrance and for Veterans Day. And I will talk to you with a regular show tomorrow. Bye, buddy.
The DTNS family of podcasts, helping each other understand.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with a Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.